I predicted this all along. I knew it was going to happen. I saw it. I had the vision. And I think my premonition is coming true.
Premonition?
Atletico Madrid, I think, are on the way to the final.
I will give you so much credit for this. Genuinely. Because I couldn't see him in a million years getting anywhere past quarters.
Again, I go back to like the games I've seen this season from Atletico Madrid. Some of the games I was like, wow, I don't see many teams beating these tough to break down, unbelievable quality up front, and the mentality, the manager, and at home, how hard are they to beat at home? The Barca tie was one of the harder ties to draw, but because they'd beaten Barca and beaten them comfortably earlier in the season, I felt like there was more on it. And I think in those ties, Atletico Madrid versus Barcelona, it's such a monster tie. There are people that are baying for blood in the stands. That changes the dynamics of a game completely. And you saw towards the end, I mean, final whistle tonight, eruptions in the stadium.
And a serious atmosphere before that as well. When, Barca looked like, we only switched it on for the last 2 minutes from the Liverpool game, and the whistles, the atmosphere,
who's going to want to play them?
The sheer willingness to get it over the line. You don't see that often. You hear it every now and then, but that passion. Simeone is a one of a kind in knockout football.
Yeah,
like a genuine life or death.
Yeah, that's what it feels like, and he instills that in the players, and you can see
him at the end of the game when he's walking onto the pitch. He looks like he's still going to kill someone. Yeah. They've won.
Yeah,
you don't get that very often.
It's fascinating.
Who do you? Because on paper, their team to me is good. It's not great. They've got individuals, but it's not. It doesn't scream Champions League winners or Champions League finalists.
It screams collective and passion,
team
and fight.
Rather. Yeah,
and that. I think when you've got the quality that Atletico Madrid have now across the field, I do think that gives you that extra 1%, especially in a game like that against Barca. The biggest tests are to come. If Arsenal go through against Sporting, I think Arsenal will be a tough game, but I don't see Arsenal going there and beating them.
No,
and
I don't.
Could they go to the Emirates and eke out a draw? Yes, they could. All of a sudden, they're in a final and they'll be playing Bayern or PSG or Real Madrid. Of course, it could still happen.
Who's got the better manager for a big occasion and mind games? It's Madrid. He will do Mikel Arteta 99 times out of 100 when it comes to a big occasion.
Yeah.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Yeah.
Do you think Lookman's made, or is the difference between them being maybe group stage last 32, last 16, or semi-finalist and finalist?
The way I break it down is think of Atletico Madrid. What do you know about them? They're solid, they're rigid, they're hard to beat. What do they lack? A player that is direct and willing to take a player on.
Yeah.
Get him the ball and he'll run at defenders. Then almost you've got everything you want, because you've got Julian Alvarez, who's right there, close to being world class. And you've got an attacking line that looks really dangerous. Simeone's son, Giuliano.
Even Sorloth.
Whether he has the quality or not, Sorloth off the bench seems like... I mean, he's the one player you want to bring off the bench in the world right now.
Yeah.
Because you bring him off the bench, he seems to score. I swear he scored a hat-trick earlier this season, I saw. I feel like it was off the bench as well.
He's got a wand that no one would ever expect to have.
He's a good finisher.
He hits the ball so hard. He's good in the air. He's fairly pacey. And you've got your Griezmanns, and then the Koke, an absolute veteran. He knows how to do it.
Llorente, horrible players, nasty players. Jimenez, nasty players. A brilliant keeper in Oblak if he's fit. Atletico Madrid do claim to have the best backup goalkeeper in the world as well. So in terms of your whole squad, it's amazing. Barca knocked out. Lamine Yamal's antics before the game. Very interesting. Posting, was it Michael Jordan's comeback?
Yeah.
And he's posting that on his stories, and he's come out in the media saying that he's going to win this for Barcelona. Look, you're talented and you're an unbelievable player.
5 minutes in.
However, you don't win Champions Leagues by yourself.
No.
Your team needs to be there, and unfortunately they weren't. That Barca side's incredible. Has it got that extra edge to get them over the line? It doesn't look like it.
It's the youth, I think. I think it's too reliant on big positions being filled by youth players, which we know they're brilliant at just conveyor belting them off. But when it comes to these, same with Liverpool, just that lack of extra quality, that little bit of star power.
I think they've got the quality. I think you're right about the defence for Barcelona, because they are leaky. They do concede goals. A lot of pressure on Pau Cubarsí, who's an unbelievable centre-half for his age. However, has he got that partnership? It's Eric Garcia.
Yeah.
Last season, it was Inigo Martinez, who actually they paired really well. I think you need a top-class centre-back next to Cubarsí, because putting that pressure on that kid I think it's too harsh, and obviously they were out without Cubarsí tonight.
About Araujo?
Again, struggled with injury for such a long time, and then when he's back, he's brilliant. But then you've got a team that it almost feels like Cancelo's playing left back. Then you have Gerard Martin filling at centre back, and then Koundé's out, and who do you play right back? I don't know. It's difficult. I think Barca are an unbelievable side, but they're lacking a centre half at the moment, because they've got the best midfielder in the world, arguably. They've got the best young player in the world. They've still got star power up front. You've got Ferran Torres, who can't stop scoring anyway.
Yeah.
But I think they should have started Rashford. I thought Rashford was brilliant in the first leg. I thought he was fantastic in the first leg. I can't believe they didn't start him.
Dangerous.
Playing himself into form at the moment.
Right.
And then you take him out to play Fermin Lopez. That's bizarre to me. But yeah, Atletico Madrid deserved winners, and through to the semi-final will play likely Arsenal. My prediction, by the way, guys, was that Bayern would play Atletico Madrid in the final, and that Bayern would win the Champions League this season.
Mate.
I have got the receipts, by the way. I did post that on TikTok a long time ago. So you can go back to that if you don't believe me. Wish I'd had a punt on that.
You can as well. You can.
It's too late now.
Yeah, but
It's too late. If I'd have done it at the time, I'd have got ridiculous odds.
Put your money where your mouth is, mate.
Couple more videos to come this week. We got some belters lined up. Massive game ahead of us at the weekend as well. Not just United-Chelsea, but the big title decider. So we're going to be doing some breakdowns. We're going to be doing some previews. And if you've enjoyed this video and it's your first time watching, then subscribe. Like the video. It does really help us. And if you want to put in the comments who you think is going to win the Champions League, let us know.
Do that.
We'll see you next time.
Run that shit.